Hey guys, welcome to Anime Guardian. I'm your host Jay, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. Today we're going to be doing what will I be watching. So I have the Winter 2021 anime list up here on livechart.me, and this is kind of how I go through what I'm going to watch for the upcoming season. Now I should let you guys know that none of this, absolutely zero, this is scripted. This is just my first impressions on the upcoming anime that I may or may not be watching. So with that, let's get started. So the very first one is Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, those who follow me on YouTube know I've already seen, and I'm up to date with the Jujutsu Kaisen, and I continue to go with Jujutsu Kaisen. I can't wait to see where it's going. But as I said in my video, I don't know if it's going to go in the right direction. Studio Mappa, I have a lot of respect for. They're not my top favorite, but they're one of my favorite studios when it comes to anime genre, especially something like action. So I'm down for it. Black Clover. I don't know why. I'm assuming this is Black Clover season 2. To be honest with you, I know a lot of people like Black Clover. I know a lot of people found it to be really enjoyable. I never did personally, but I do get the reasons behind it. Shingeki no Kyojin, final season of Attack on Titan. I love how they don't have the spoilers previous seasons on here. That's great. I love LiveChart. That's awesome. So a lot of people like Attack on Titan. It's been a very good anime throughout the years, and it continues to grow. It's never been my thing, but I understand why they've had so many seasons. I understand why it's so popular, and I hope that the final season is as big of a send-off as the rest of the series was, because it was absolutely crazy. But again, just like Black Clover, Shingeki no Kyojin never really was my thing, so I think I'm gonna probably skip it. But what I will not be skipping is this Tensei Shitara Slam Dara Kin, second season, part 1. Now I do have an issue with this. It's a part 1, it's not a full season. I think that's kind of stupid. They should just make this season 2, not season 2 part 1. But having said that, I have seen the first season of this, and it's pretty good. No synopsis. That's makes me a little more worried, but if everything goes as well as it did in the first season, I have high hopes for Daraken. ReZero's second season, part 2. Again, kind of my same issue with the previous statement. It's a season 2, part 2. That's too many. You should have just made it season 2, season 3. Having said that, I will probably watch ReZero season 2, part 2. I'm not caught up with season 2 part 1. I finished all of season 1, but I'm still behind on season, so give me time, guys. Dr. Stone Star Wars. Now, Dr. Stone is a show that a lot of people loved over the past several weeks, and definitely this last season when it came out. I did a first impressions of Dr. Stone's first season, and it's good. It's good. Maybe it could be better. Who knows? Maybe Dr. Stone Wars might be the thing that saves it. I don't know. Maybe. Again, there's no synopsis here, so there's really nothing that I can say. I will probably watch Neverland season 2. That was a great. Cloverworks is at it again, my boys. I love Cloverworks more than Mappa, more than Studio Period. To be honest, Cloverworks is my second favorite studio, and they did so good with season 1. I really hope they don't mess up season 2. What's with all the sequels this month, this season? This whole thing is started with sequels. A lot of these sequels I haven't even caught up. Higurashi no Naku Koroni Go I have not seen. I want to see it. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. But It's good. I uh, I mean, it's up there as one of the. This is all voted on, and it's a popularity. So the fact that this is what one, two, ninth most popular out of all the season, out of all the anime, that's roughly around 30 to 50 each season. That's pretty high up there. One I'm actually looking forward to is this one right here. Uh, Ushoko Tensei Isekai Hitora Honki Dasu. Okay, so it's an isekai. I'm not a big fan of isekais, personally. However, the animation here has really got my attention. I'm digging the animation. Let's read the synopsis. The story follows a 34-year-old man who is killed after trying to save someone from getting in a car wreck. He soon finds himself reincarnated in a magical world as Rudius Greyrat, except that he gets his whole life reset started as a baby. With all his knowledge from his previous life on top of that, and a new heaping helping of magical abilities, Rudius quickly becomes a formidable warrior ready for an adventure. Oh, and he's still a total pervert. Okay, so yeah, it is. That's to be expected. It's an isekai. But again, I like the artwork. It's an isekai, and that last name, what was it? Greyrat? Yeah, Greyrat. That's a name, but that is a name. But again, it seems interesting enough to where I'll probably pick it up along with Neverland. As well as the next one that's down here. Again, oddly enough, by Cloverworks. Horimiya. Now, I've heard a lot of people talk about Horimiya. A lot of people have talked about it. And it's one of those shows that makes you so... The popularity is so good that you hope that it's not just all hype. And that is my main concern with shows like this. They get hyped up so much, and then when it actually comes, thanks to all the hype, it underperforms. And that's not good for the anime, it's not good for the creators, it's not good for me as a YouTuber. It doesn't work. But let's read the synopsis. A sweet, awe-inspiring tale of a school life begins. At school, Kyoko Hiyori is known for being smart, attractive, and popular. On the other hand, her classmate, the boring, gloomy Izumi Miyamura, tends to be painted as the loser fanboy. But when a literally pierced and tattooed, not to mention downright gorgeous, Miyamura appears unexpectedly on the doorstep of the secretly, I'm sorry, I can't read. Secretly plain Jane, homebody Hiyori. These two similarly dissimilar teenagers discover that there are multiple sides to every story and person. So, much like the isekai right here, I am digging this art style. It reminds me of the art style back when I was growing up, back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, late 90s. So I'm digging that. The story, the plot seems kind of generic, but that art style's gorgeous. I can't wait to see how that turns out. Let's see. Kafiku Jushushi no Yarnoshi. I don't know how to pronounce that. That's terrible pronunciation. I apologize. But it's from Studio TNK. Now, TNK is a very love-or-hate-it studio. They have a lot of good shows. They have a lot of bad shows. Let's read this one. I know the origins of this, but I don't think they're going to go the route. Healing magicians cannot fight alone. Kyare, who was bound by this common knowledge, was exploited again and again by others. But one day he noticed what may lie beyond his healing magic. God, my reading. And was convinced that healing magician was the strongest class. However, by the time he realized its full potential, he was deprived of everything. Thus, he uses healing magic on the world itself to go back 4 years, deciding to redo everything. Wow. Um, so this particular anime is based off a Dojin series, and it's unique. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very curious and to see how this stacks up compared to its Dojin form. Probably gonna be nothing like the Dojin form, to be honest with you. If this is anything like a Dojin series I have seen before, it's gonna be kind of boring because it's taking out all the sexy Dojin stuff. So there's real at this point the story would make no sense. It's based on a life novel, and I give TNK my respect for trying to adapt this, but it's probably gonna not be a good adaptation because it's not based on a manga. It's based on a doujin. So, yeah, onward. Oh god, light novels. Okay, Oradake, Hiariru, Kakushi Dungeon, Kusori, Itaete Sekai, Sekyo. I butchered that name probably. I'm so sorry. So it's a action adventure ecchi fantasy, which is unique. Alright. The Hidden Dungeon is a place of legend where the real treasures of the items are hidden. Nor the third son of an impoverished noble family who's lost the one job offered he had, was lucky enough to hear about this dungeon. He then acquires a skill that allows him to create, bestow, and edit skills, and in order to use it he needs to accumulate points by carrying out such tasks as eating delicious meals and doing sexual things with unruly members of the opposite sex. Okay, so this reminded me of Sake no Quasar. A lot. So we're gonna just skip on past it. I'm probably gonna skip this. Beastar Season 2. I probably will watch Beastar Season 2. It's Beastar Season 2. I'm up to date on Beastar Season 1. It's a great anime, but when they do sequels, I'm always worried that maybe it won't live up to the hype, or even worse than that, it actually brings down the first season as a whole. And that worries me a little bit because Beastars was such a good show from this past season. Alright, so there's no synopsis, so I'm just going to keep going. King's Raid. Ishiwo Tsukumo no Tachi. Okay. So Sunrise Beyond, it's based on a game. Okay. Jakuchara Tomazaki-kun. Fumiya Tomazaki is a high school student who is one of Japan's best gamers, but in reality he is alone. He is always insistent life is a horrible game. One day he meets Oi Hianami, a perfect heroine of the school. She says to him, "Take this game called life seriously. Is life a horrible game or a great game?" Under Hianami's guidance, a life strategy by a high school student who is bottom tier character is about to begin. Okay, so it's interesting. Yuri Camp Season 2. Fuck yeah, I'll be watching Yuri Camp Season 2. Okay. So Jakuchara Tomazaki-kun. I'm interested. Very. I was just caught off guard by Yuri Camp Season 2. That's awesome. I can't wait to see that. January 7th, that's just like around the bend. I'm ready. So I probably will watch both these if I didn't make that clear. Alright, on to next. There's only a few more I'm probably gonna watch. So, Kimono Jahin. something like that. I'm so sorry. Um, it's from a studio I've never heard of. When a series of animal bodies that rot away after a single night begins appearing in the remote mountain village, Inugami detective from Tokyo who is specialized in the occult is called in to investigate. While working the case, he befriends a strange boy who works in the field every day instead of going to school. Shunned by his peers and nicknamed Dorotorabu after a yokai that lives in the mud. He helps Inugami uncover the truth behind the killings, but supernatural forces are at work, and while Dorotabu is just a nickname, it might not be the only thing the boy isn't human. Okay, so I'm digging that. It's a unique synopsis. It reminds me, the animation style reminds me a lot of Kill la Kill, Soul Eater, and stuff like that. So it's really grabbed my attention. I'll probably watch that too. God, I've already got like, how many of these am I already planning on watching? Quite a bit. 1, 2, 3. Going on to this next one. This will make number 10 that I will be watching. I make attempts to actually watch as many of these as I can, but at the very least, I pick 12 series that I will watch and keep up to date with throughout the entire season. So on number 10, we have EX Arm. It's a visual flight series. Again, studio I'm a big I don't know a whole lot of, so it'll be interesting what they do. In the year 2014, a high school student who hates medicines, Akira Natsume, wants to change himself for the better and tries to take the first step into doing that, but then he gets run over by a truck. Fast forward to 2030, a police officer named Minami Izuno and her partner, the android Alma, infiltrate the scene of a trade going on in Tokyo Harbor for an unknown weapons named X-Arm. Then they are attacked by the enemy armed with the X-Arm number 8. Put in this life or death situation, they decide to activate the E-Arm number 0 that they stole from the enemy. And what? Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to watch it to find out. Brilliant synopsis. I digged it. I digged it. Is what it is. I'm interested. Nanyan Byori nonstop. To be honest with you, I've not seen Nanyan Byori. It's on my to watch list. I have not seen it. I need to get on it. So I might do that. All right, next we got Yurasekai Picnic. Okay. Oh, it's a shoujo ai. When was the last time we even saw a shoujo ai? Holy crap. Okay. Alright, well, let's read the synopsis of the light novel coming out on January 4th. We don't have episodes yet, but I guess we'll figure it out. Her first encounter with Toriko Nashina was on the other side after seeing that thing. What thing? And nearly dying. Ever since that day, exhausted university student Sorao Kamikoshi, life changed in the other world, full of mystery which exists alongside our own. Dangerous beings like the Kikune and the Hasahaku-sama that are spoken of in real ghost stories appear. For research, for profit, and to find an important version of Toriko and Sororo set foot into the abnormal. A tale of two girls, bizarre exploration and survival, brought to you by an up-and-coming sci-fi author. Alright. It's not very often you see shoujo ai in anime. You get a lot more of the isekai and just regular shoujo, shonen, harem stuff. And, you know, that's fine if that's what you're into. But this is more up my alley. I dig it. Linden Films, I've heard before. They've made some good work. Felix Films, though, don't recognize you offhand, my guy. Sorry, you might be a new studio. Much like I think this guy is. So, yeah, I'll probably be watching this too. And the last one I am going to talk about today is the one directly below it, Infinity. Now I know that's a skate. It's a sports anime. It's by Bones, so it's already looking good. But let's read the synopsis. Reki, a high school sophomore and skater, is addicted to a high secret and dangerous downhill skateboarding race that takes place in an abandoned mine. The skaters are especially wild about the beefs or the heated battles that erupt in the races. Reki takes Langa, a transfer student returning to Japan after studying abroad, to the mine where the races are held. Langa, who has no skateboarding experience, finds himself pulled into the world of S. So, a little bit background why I'm so interested in this. I was a skater in high school, so I've always liked skateboarding, longboarding, rollerblading. So to see a skateboard anime, I'm down with. For many years, one of my favorite animes of all time was Project K, and the main reason why Project K was there because it had this badass character with a skateboard that could kick ass, and I digged it. So I'm very, very interested in this as well. But anyway, guys, that was my unscripted what will I be watching, my very first one. If you like this video, please leave a like. Comment down what you're watching. I really, really want to know. And hey, if you got the time, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And since you're there, if you want to be really notified about my uploads each and every week, you can hit that notification bell and it will be right there. And you'll get notified the minute I upload. As you can see, I just got done uploading, recording a video earlier today, about 2 hours ago. So, you're gonna see me in a bunch of the same clothes. So, anyway, thank you guys. I've been Jay. This has been Anime Guardian, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Later.